Okay, so that should just about... Wait, can they even hear me? God, this thing. Speaking to people across the universe. Oh, there you are. You know, making a system to communicate across the cosmos is a little harder than you may think. Hello everyone, I'm Ari, and this is my Nexus machine. And maybe I'll start with telling you a little bit about what exactly we're doing here. So this is my Nexus machine, as I said, and I use it to travel the universe. That was the wrong button. At least the wrong button happened early. So my Nexus machine. I like to think of the analogy of the universe is like a big embroidery, a massive tapestry. And the Fray is a bit like the underside, the big tangled mess that shows you how everything there is connected in weird and wonderful and sometimes unexpected ways. So in my Nexus machine, it allows me to travel between those threads that connect different parts of the universe. You may be able to see those doors behind me. At any one time, they connect to two ends of the Fray, and we can travel between them. And that beside me, that's Tangle. He's kind of a bit of the Fray that came alive, I guess you could say, which is actually how I was created. Octori, which is what I am, we're created by the complexity of the Fray that becomes emergent. Life from the chaos and endless connections of the Fray sometimes has these unintended consequences, and the Octori are one of them. Tangle's like a simpler version of me, I guess. I guess you could say. You'd probably disagree. I'm speaking slightly as Dr. Hogarth. I'm Dr. Hogarth, by the way. I'm the maker of Tales from the Fray. I'm an astrophysicist. Ari is my character, and usually here I'll be speaking just as Ari. I'd like to think of what we're going to achieve here as a bit like a cross between, like, Doctor Who and Dungeons and Dragons, because I really want you to be a part of the story with me. What we're going to do is have a kind of interactive adventure where I want you, the chat, to be part of how the story unfolds, and you will guide kind of how that narrative evolves over time. It's an ongoing project, so as well as there being stories, you probably aiming for every couple of weeks, there'll also be behind the scenes episodes where we can have a look at how we're going to build the next set of stories, from hand painting all the different assets to how we put them together and make an interactive environment in Unreal Engine. Another reason I wanted to have a little chat, I guess, before we dive into the Tales from the Fray over the next, week or so, is that, has anyone heard of a type of storytelling called unfiction? It's a type of storytelling where the lines between what is real and what is part of a story become a bit more blurred. And so, as a larger project of Tales from the Fray, and I'm speaking as Dr. Hogarth instead of Ari right now, there's going to be a narrative arc to Tales from the Fray, which has real-world implications to me. And how that narrative arc sort of culminates is going to be presented as real, but it's not real. And you'll kind of grow to see what I mean, I think, as the story sort of develops and things. Expect the unexpected, for sure. I suppose the thing to take away is that Tales of the Fray is part of a bigger story that will kind of reveal itself as the episodes go on. There is a reason for Tales from the Fray that will become apparent over time. That's probably a good way to put it, I think. But also, I think important that people kind of know that there may be some slightly spooky things that happen, but it's all good. No one's actually experiencing spooky things. It's usually a rule in fiction, which is don't tell anyone what you're doing. Like, you're not supposed to know it's unfiction. So I am kind of breaking, I guess, a rule there, but I think because we're doing this in a very different way, we're doing it to a different audience, that people may not pick up on the cues and stuff that would be obvious to if you had come across it in more of an unexpected way. Yeah, we're just gonna break the rules. Why are the rules even there? We don't need them. Throw them out. They're not important. I don't know what to do now because I've told you all my plan. Did I have anything else to say? Do a little dance? The Fray sway. That's good. I like that. Alright, friends. See you soon.